I got offered $200,000 to sell one of my AI businesses that I work only 5 hours a month on. So let me just say this right now. Starting an AI business is not hard. Scaling it to 5 figures a month is also not that hard. The industry doesn't want you to understand how simple it is because they want you to buy their $5,000 course and $10,000 coaching programs. The description below is empty because I'm not selling you anything here. My goal for this video is just to prove to you that building a profitable AI business is much simpler than the gurus make it seem. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint I follow. Let's start with the hardest part, the idea. Actually, scratch that. It's not the hardest part. People just overthink it. Here's what I tell everyone who asks me how to come up with an AI business idea. Stop trying to be creative, start being observant. Look around you. Your dentist's office still has a receptionist manually answering phones and booking appointments. Your local plumber is missing calls because he's under a sink. Your cousin's real estate agency is paying someone $45,000 a year to follow up with leads. These are all problems that AI can solve today. Let me give you a real example. Voice AI receptionist for dental offices is something that everyone in this space knows. Dentists are making $400,000 to $800,000 a year. They're not struggling for money. They're missing systems. And here's the thing, dentists know other dentists, doctors know other doctors, realtors know other realtors. This is important. Remember this. I'm going to come back to it. So when you're thinking of your AI business idea, don't try to serve everyone. Pick one specific industry, one specific problem, one specific solution. For voice AI receptionist for dentists, the problem is crystal clear. Missed calls equal missed revenue. The solution, an AI that answers every call 24/7, books appointments, and handles basic questions. That's it. That's the idea. Nothing revolutionary, nothing that requires a PhD, just a clear problem and clear solution. Now that you have your idea, you need to build an offer around it. And this is where most people mess up. They either underpromise because they're scared of not meeting the expectations, or they overpromise because they're greedy. Here's a formula that I use. Your offer needs to promise a specific outcome with high likelihood of success in a reasonable time frame with minimal effort from the customer. Let me break that down with a dental AI example. What's the dream outcome? You never miss another patient call again. The likelihood of achievement, close to 100% because the AI literally answers every call. Time to see results, immediate. The AI is working from day one. Effort required from the dentist, 0. You set it up, they watch the counter fill up. When you stack these together, your offer becomes irresistible. Here's what not to say. I'll build you an AI assistant that can help with various tasks or that can streamline various tasks. Here's what to say. Your dental practice will never miss another patient call again. Our AI receptionist answers 24/7, books appointments directly into your calendar, and handles rescheduling. You will see new bookings within the first week, guaranteed. See the difference? One is vague and weak, the other is specific and powerful. All right, you have your idea, you have your offer. Now you need to find that first client. And this is where I'm going to save you months of wasted time. Do not start by building the perfect product. Do not spend 3 months coding before you talk to a single customer. Here's what you do instead. Take screenshots of similar AI tools or mock up what your solution would look like, or even better, build a quick demo using no-code tools like VoiceFlow, N8N, Gemini 3 Pro. And this should only take you a weekend, not a month, by the way. Once you have the mockup ready, start posting. Post on X about what you're building. Post on Reddit in communities where your target customers hang out. For dentists, there are little subreddits for dental practice owners. For realtors, there's bigger pockets. For gym owners, there's fitness business forums. Here's exactly what I would post. I just built a voice AI that answers calls for dental offices 24/7. Testing it with 3 practices this month. Who wants it? That's it. No sales pitch, no long explanation, just genuine curiosity. What happens next will blow your mind. People will DM you. They'll comment asking for more info. They'll say, I'm interested, or how much, and you haven't even finished building the thing yet. This is called the pre-sale framework. You're validating that people want this before you invest serious time building it. I literally got 2 paying customers and over $700 in revenue for an app that wasn't even finished, just from one post. If nobody responds to your post, good. You just saved yourself 3 months of building something nobody wants. Go back to step 1 and pick a different problem. But if people are responding to your posts, now you can actually build the product and deliver it. Okay, so let's say you've done everything I've said thus far. You found your idea, you crafted your perfect offer, you posted about it, and you even landed your first client. Congratulations, you just made your first dollar in AI, something that a lot of people in today's world can't do because they don't know the proper steps. But here's where it gets really interesting and where I don't want you to just sink. And honestly, this is the part that separates people who make a few $1,000s from people who build 6-figure AI businesses like myself. You're going to turn your first client into your unpaid sales team. Here's the psychology behind this. When someone uses your product and it actually works, they feel good about the decision. They want to tell people. They want to brag about finding this revolutionary, cool AI tool that did exactly what they wanted. But most people don't because there's nothing in it for them. So you give them something. You go to your first client, the dentist who's now getting more appointments, more calls booked, easier follows because of your AI tool, and you say this: hey, I know you're connected with other dentists. I know your best friend is probably a dentist. If you refer anyone to me, I'll give you 50% of whatever they pay. That's $500 for every dentist you send my way, considering your product is like $1,000. Now watch what happens. That dentist's brain immediately starts thinking, wait, I know like 5 other dentists in my area. If I just mentioned this to them, I could make $2,500. That's basically free money. And here's a psychological trick that makes it so powerful. You're not just giving them a referral bonus, you're giving them their own mini business. When you offer 50% commission, your client starts to feel like they're a partner, not just a previous client of one of your AI tools. They feel like they have skin in the game. They want you to succeed because your success is now their success. Dentists talk to other dentists all the time, at conferences, in Facebook groups, at their kids' soccer games. And now every one of those conversations is a potential sale for you being made by them. Welcome to $0 cost marketing. This is leverage. This is how you scale without spending $1 on ads. Now your first client brings you client number 2. What do? You deliver amazing results, obviously. But then you do something that 95% of AI business owners forget to do. You get the testimony. And I don't mean a generic, great service will recommend testimonial. I mean a specific, detailed, results-based testimonial. You ask them, before working with me, how many calls were you missing per week? They'll say, probably 15 to 20. You ask, and now? They say, 0. The AI catches everything. And then you follow up with, how many new patients have you booked since we started? And they'll respond with the results. In this example, let's say they have 8. So they'll say at least 8 that I know came from after hour calls. That is a testimonial. Specific numbers, clear before and after, undeniable proof. Now you take that testimonial, you screenshot it, you record a quick video call where they say it, you get it in writing, however you can capture it. Do what you gotta do. I prefer video testimonials because you can't falsify those. Now here's where the flywheel starts spinning. You make that testimonial and use it as your marketing. Remember those Reddit posts I told you to make earlier? Now instead of saying I just built a voice AI for dentists, you can say I built a voice AI for a dental practice and they've booked 8 new patients from calls they would have missed otherwise. Looking to work with 2 more practices this month. That's not a sales pitch, that's proof. And proof sells better than any pitch ever could. You post that on X with a screenshot of the testimonial. You post it on LinkedIn where dentists hang out. You post it in dental practice owner Facebook groups. And now other dentists will see this and think, if it worked for that dentist, it worked for me. And now you're getting inbound leads, people coming to you, asking if you have availability, asking what your pricing is, and you repeat the cycle. New client, amazing results, referral, commission, testimonial, use testimonial to get next client, rinse and repeat until you have 10 clients, 20 clients, 50 clients. And I'm using an example of dentists, but you can do this for literally any AI business. Now this process, while I've simplified it, is not 100% easy. It takes work, it takes consistency, it takes some dedication before you get real results. But the system is simple, dead simple. You find a problem in a specific industry, you build an offer around it that solves it, validate with early posts, land the first client, turn that client into a referral partner by giving them 50% commission, get the testimonial, use that to get the next client, and that's it. You have your entire AI business playbook. No complicated funnels, no $50,000 in ad spend, no team of 10 people. Just you solving a real problem and leveraging every single win to create the next one. The question is, are you actually going to do something with this? Or are you going to watch this video, think, oh, that's interesting, and go back to scrolling for the next video? Your call. If you want to learn exactly how to build AI agents step by step, watch this video next.